Bear Manor Audio presents Mr. Huston, Mr. North, Life, Death, and Making John Huston's Last Film, by Nat Segaloff, read for you by the author. Dedication. For the Lion and His Pride. N. Ernest Ernie Anderson. Introduction and Acknowledgments. Mr. North was an ordinary film made under extraordinary circumstances. Modest of budget, humble of ambition, and pleasant of purpose, it was intended, first, as light entertainment, and second, as a means by which a young director could get a foothold on a career. Inasmuch as the young director was the son of a very well-known older director, the father prevailed upon his movie star friends to help his son get a jump-start into feature filmmaking. What nobody anticipated was that the director-father would become critically ill just as filming started, and that his struggle to postpone death would haunt every moment of what was supposed to be a romantic adventure set in a recent fairy tale past. The old director was John Huston, and the events surrounding what became the last film he would ever work on would color the memories of all who shared it, not the least of whom were his family, who started their filmmaking adventure with the highest of hopes and ended it in grief. This book tells that story. John Huston was a legend whose life rivaled any of his films. The African Queen, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, The Maltese Falcon, Beat the Devil, Moulin Rouge, The Man Who Would Be King, Under the Volcano, Pritzi's Honor, The Red Badge of Courage, Fat City, The Asphalt Jungle, Wise Blood, The Dead, and a dozen other titles carried his bravura stamp. Even those that didn't quite work, or that he may have done purely for the money, like Victory, Phobia, Casino Royale, The Bible, and of course Annie, still showed strengths, albeit at times elusive. Ironically, one of the truest Huston portraits was rendered in a film he didn't make, White Hunter Black Heart in 1990. Based on Peter Vertel's 1953 roman à clef about making the African Queen in the then Belgian Congo in 1951, it starred Clint Eastwood as a Huston-esque director who was more interested in shooting a bull elephant than the movie. Like Huston, Eastwood strutted in boots, chewed on a cigar, and acted soft-spoken and courtly as he manipulated those around him with playful delight. But of course, Eastwood was not Huston, even though, and this is said only for people who find such things noteworthy, each of them directed westerns with similar titles. Huston in 1960, The Unforgiven, and Eastwood in 1992, Unforgiven. They were both also tall men and brilliant filmmakers. Even when his health failed, Huston the man did not. Toward the end, he was still Huston.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?